Hello everyone, we are from Group 9 and today we want to present our review paper of design evaluation of PHA production from waste materials. Here are the outline.
As we all know, the use of petroleum-based plastic continues to increase and it is expected to reach 33 billion by 2050. Concerning its negative impacts on environments and its high production costs, an alternative is needed. To mitigate these impacts, PHAs, which are made from bacteria, may serve as an alternative. Despite its limitations regarding the high processing costs, selecting suitable carbon sources is important. Our study aims to review the design of PHA production from various waste as carbon substrates such as molasses and sucrose, lignocellulosic feedstocks, whey, plant and waste cooking oil. There are mainly two steps of PHA production, which are upstream and downstream processing. Now let's have a look at the upstream processing first. According to this table here, highest PHA yield was obtained when peat molasses were used as substrates and Bacillus megatherium was fermented under fat batch fermentation. Similarly, fat batch fermentation was able to produce high yield of PHA using hydrolyzed whey permeate with 1% additives and Hellophorus mediterraneae as the microbes. Here, glucose was found to be the preferred substrate for C. indicator to produce high PHA yield in continuous tank fermenters. Lastly, soybean oil was preferred by Ralstonia eutropha to produce high PHA yield under batch fermentation.
So now let's talk about the downstream processing. PHAs present inside the cell cytoplasm in form of amorphous solid granules. Pretreatment using acidification is implemented to inhibit the biomass, preserve and stabilize the PHA content. There are several methods used in the downstream processing. The first one is chemical treatment, which includes solvent extraction, chemical digestion, and enzymatic digestion. In terms of purity, solvent extraction results in the highest purity followed by enzymatic digestion. However, in terms of price, the solvent extraction requires the highest cost and the chemical digestion only requires 50% of the cost. The second one is mechanical treatment, which includes bit milling and high pressure homogenization. In bit milling, there are many parameters that should be taken into account. Meanwhile, in high pressure homogenization, the effectivity depends on the type of bacteria involved.
In biological treatments, animals are used to digest the non-PHA cell mass. The process is performed by feeding the animal with PHA-containing bacteria cells, and then the non-PHA will be digested by the animals, while the PHA itself is out through defecation, resulting in up to 100% purity. For the cell fragility, this method is done to increase the cell wall vulnerability by modifying GO medium or pretreatment method like osmotic pressure, temperature, and pH, and also by adding a chemical compounds or enzyme. The last method is supercritical fluid extraction, which is considered to be an attractive technique due to their affability, harmless, and low reactivity. This method relies on the cell disruption to extract the PHA from the biomass and may result in purity around 86 to 99%. However, many parameters should be taken into account.
Recovered polymer has to be purified from possible remaining contaminants. Hydrogen and ozone treatment has been used to reduce endotoxin contents. However, hydrogen treatment is prone to peroxide instability, require high temperature, and also prone to polymer degradation. Ozone purification treatment was introduced later on as a substitute for hydrogen treatment. It solubilizes impurity and also has bleaching and deodorizing effect to the polymer. Here is the conclusion. C. negator is the most studied microorganism. It accumulates high amount of PHA in various substrates. Feed fermentation was found to dominate PHA upstream processing, while continuous cultivation has been used to increase productivity and yield. Recovery method determines the downstream processing. Solvent extraction is the most widely used method. However, it is high in production cost, and combining with chemical digestion may lower the overall cost. For further studies, supercritical fluid extraction and biological treatment may serve as a starting point for green technology development. Overall, careful assessment of the combined method should be conducted to determine the most effective and suitable method for PHA production. Here are our references. Thank you.